This girl freaked out on her first plane ride. The plane suddenly lurched. She subconsciously grabbed a gangster's hand. The man was about to warn but realized it was a pretty girl who grabbed her. The pain didn't make the man break away from the girl. Instead, he warmly held the girl's wrist. The scene stunned his man. After the bumps, the girl realized she was in trouble. She nervously explained and apologized. While taking out a pink band-aid, she carefully put it on the man's hand. The man didn't say a word, looking at the cute band-aid, and then looked at the angelic girl. The man experienced the magic of love at first sight. They thought it was just an accident, but their destiny was far from over. Soon they met again in a hospital. The man notices the girl as he walks towards her, but he wasn't sure. The girl also casts an uncertain glance. Just as they passed each other, Annie spots the pink band-aid. She jolts awake.
Siz ne yapıyorsunuz burada?
Pansumana geldim.
O kadar mı değişmişim?
Ya, ölümlerden dönmüş.
The sudden humor made Annie laugh. Kyle was mesmerized too. He was convinced that this girl was his princess. That night they went on their first date. Annie was passionate and unapologetic. Kyle, on the other hand, was quiet. He always looked at Annie with a smile on his face. Whenever Annie laughed, Kyle was serious. Annie reached out and grabbed the man's face. This joy needs to be spread in a smile. Kyle grabbed Anne's hands in favor. It was a sight that made the men wonder once again that the cold-hearted gangster had a tender side. After this day, Annie fell into a beautiful fantasy of love. A tender kiss. They were completely in love. Kyle made Annie's life more fulfilling. Anne's arrival made Kyle less aloof, too. Soon they had a love child. When Annie shared the news with her best friend, Kyle's brother overheard. But he told Annie in no uncertain terms, "You must keep this a secret. You mustn't tell Kyle for a while. Otherwise Kyle's life will be in danger." Annie didn't know what to make of it, but she knew his brother was a good man, and agreed to do so. Just then Kyle received a message from the family, telling him to go back and clean up his mess. Turns out Kyle was here to recuperate from his injuries, so he came here to recuperate. But he didn't expect to meet his soulmate. Annie was sad to see Kyle go, even for a brief moment. Annie was so upset that she couldn't eat or drink. She gave Kyle a watch. Inside was a picture of them together. It wasn't an expensive gift. Kyle treasured it. In a moment of regret, Kyle told Annie, "We'll leave together." Annie jumped up and down in joy.